通勤家族的很踊跃来跟我们参加哦，所以就是我们的名单有点长，可是最后呢，我们就是抽出来了，这个有10位来今天可以来跟我们参加。So I'm just going through the list, and yes, I'm just double checking. I got Eric, I got Payne, I got Jasmine, I got Whaley, I got Alex, and I got Andy. Do I have Alex? Alex 960.
Alex.
I'm looking for an Alex. Alex 960509. So I don't know what his handle is, his online alias is, but I've got his.
Yes.
We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Alex to come and Andy. I got Andy. I got Chris, and I got Kevin. I don't have Chris. And this is Chris with a C. So I'm needing Chris with a C, and I've got Megan and Huiling. So I'm just in need of Alex and Chris. Yes, where are you, my man? Alex and Chris. I hope you guys can join us. Yes. Right. And in the meantime, why don't we say hello to our guest speakers tonight? The ones that are very, very early today. Starting off, Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hi, John.
Hi, Eric. How are you doing, my man?
Are
you keeping dry? It's a
No.
wet day today. Keeping dry.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
Good. It's a Monday. It's okay. We will get you warmed up very soon. Okay? Don't you worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Eric, you got the material, right? You know what you are going to read and your challenge is, correct?
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So, we're going to take on this challenge, Eric. You're going to do very well. I know that for sure, my man. Okay. So, we'll speak soon. Moving on to Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello.
Hi, Jasmine. Always good to see you and hear from you. Jasmine?
Hey.
Yes. How are you today?
Good.
Good?
Yes.
And how do you feel about the challenge, the 1 minute challenge?
I think...
is it a challenge or is it easy?
No, challenge for me.
It's a challenge. Okay.
Yes.
It's a challenge for you. Okay,
Yes.
good. I'm glad to hear that, because if you said it was kind of easy, then, it defeats the purpose of why we're doing this.
No. It's a big challenge for me. So
Okay.
I do some practice. Yes.
Great. But I have a lot of faith in you. You know that, Jasmine. I have a lot of faith in you. Every time you say, oh, it's a challenge, and then you do extremely well. You always impress us. So I'm not worried about you, Jasmine. You're going to do fine. But, with these challenges, it's very important to make, to keep it sort of a little bit of a challenge. You can't make it too easy for yourself, because then you're not really practicing, right?
Yes.
So that's what we're trying to do. Okay? Great
Thank
stuff,
you.
Jasmine. Yes, we'll talk to you soon. Next up is Paying. How are you, Paying?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Yes. And also, what do you think of the challenge?
It's hard for me.
It's hard?
Yeah, I got tongue-tied. Some pronunciation I can.
Okay. So it's okay. We'll get there.
Okay.
Again, you are very much like Jasmine. I think most people are like that in Taiwan. When you ask them before a test or something, and this is one conversation I had with Angel, is that a lot of people before the test, you're like, hey, did you study? How hard did you work? And you're like, I'm not gonna do well. I think my mom's gonna kill me. Blah blah blah. And then after the test, that your classmate gets 99. Like, oh, I don't know. I got lucky, I guess. So that's how Taiwanese students are. So I tend to not believe you, if you know what I mean, Paying. Yeah.
Because what I hear is a native speak. Oh, they're so perfect.
Okay, but the purpose of the shadowing activity, the shadowing challenge is, to like really focus on your listening skills and pick out all the little nuances, all the little details, and give yourself that opportunity to enunciate those details in your speaking. Okay.
Yeah. I
So
will.
if you don't get it right the first time, you'll get it right the second time. Don't worry.
Okay.
Moving on,
Okay.
Kevin. Kevin, how are you doing, my man? Hello, Kevin. Are you there?
Yes, I'm good.
Good, Kevin.
Yeah,
So
I keep dry today.
good. So, Kevin, what do you think of the challenge?
Oh, I got a relatively short paragraph.
Okay, you think you got the short paragraph. You think it's
Yes.
gonna be an easy one.
I find the voice file is not matchable with the word file.
Really? Okay. We will check on that. Okay, but it should be almost there. But we will, we'll check on that. And also, Kevin, you got the link to the Papu ebook, right? It
Yes.
should. You should also take a look with a Papu ebook. You probably you'll get it right there. If the
Okay.
Word document is not correct, it should be. I extracted it, but no worries, Kevin. Good, we'll get there. Thank you for joining us, Kevin. Moving on to Megan. Hello, Megan.
Hello.
Good evening,
I just opened
Megan.
Yeah. Hi, good to see you guys.
Yes, great to have you. So, Megan, what do you think of the challenge?
Oh, it's challenge for me. I just practiced around 15 minutes ago. I
You
really
practiced again, or did you just start practicing 15 minutes ago?
actually I do read the paper this morning, but I found some words I couldn't understand. So I opened the ebook, tried to find the link, the voice file, and to practice just 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
All right, Megan. So great. Glad you are prepared. Again, like the challenge is meant to be a challenge. So if it's way too easy, then we're not doing much, right? So
Yeah,
I'm glad to
sure.
hear that you are taking up this challenge, but I'm sure you're gonna do well.
Yeah,
Don't
thank
worry
you.
about it. All right. Next up, Andy. How are you doing, my man? How's Andy?
Hi.
How are you doing tonight?
Great.
Good. Yes. So Andy, anything you want to share with us before you take on the challenge?
No, I read this article 3 or 4 times to.
You did?
Yeah, but
Wow.
but the tone of a native speaker is hard for me to remember it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there are some tips and tricks. Did you slow the audio down though for yourself?
No, I just repeat it for 1 time or 2 times.
Okay. Usually 3 times the charm. You know the saying? You got to try it 3 times. 3 times the charm. Okay. So if you don't come right the second time, 3 times the charm. All right.
Okay.
All right. Glad to have you, Andy. Moving on to Hui Ling. Hello.
Hello, John.
Hi, Hui Ling. I thought we're gonna miss you. Yes, great to have you. Yeah, good to see you. Yes. And what do you think of the challenge? Anything you'd like to share with us before you start the challenge?
I try to listen and copy.
Yes, and shadow. You're not a copy machine.
Shadow.
But you're shadow. Yeah, you have to shadow the audio clip. Really good. How many times?
10 times?
You did? Fantastic job. Not easy, huh? Not easy, but like every minute is not easy, but after a while you get the hang of it, right? Did you feel like you're getting better?
I getting better, but I'm afraid I will still get tongue twisted later.
It's okay. As long as you feel like, you see, in that 10 minutes, if you do it 10 times and you feel like, hey, I'm improving in certain areas, then you're doing it right. Okay?
Okay.
Good job, Wei Ling.
Okay.
Fantastic stuff. And our next guest speaker, Wei Li. Hello. Hello, Wei Li. Wei Li, you there? If you can't find the mute button, you can unmute yourself with the microphone. Look for the microphone icon. You tap it one time, you mute yourself, and tap it again, you unmute yourself. So, Wei Li, whenever you're ready. And we're still missing Alex 960509. Where are you, Alex? Please raise your hand if you're with us. Cannot find it. Right. Wei Li, look bottom right on your interface. You should maybe you left the room. Are you still in the room? I see you in the room. At the bottom of your clubhouse.
Okay.
There we
I got it.
Fantastic, Wei Li.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Hi, John.
Good evening to you.
Hi,
Wei Li.
good evening.
Yeah, great to have you, Wei Li. Yes. So, how did you find the challenge?
I think it's not. I think it's uneasy for me.
Not easy.
Yeah, because it's my first time, but I'm excited to have me. But I'm so nervous.
We're excited to have you too, Wei Li.
Thank you.
Don't be nervous. You're making me nervous.
Yeah,
I'm not taking the challenge, but you're making me nervous.
Yeah, and I just practiced only for one time, and I listened to the audio, read the ebook, but I still feel I think I can get familiar with the intonation. I still have some questions about the intonation.
Right. Okay, sounds good. Then let's work on it today. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff, Wei Li.
Okay.
Yes.
I will try my best.
Great stuff. Wei Li, have fun, right? It's all about having fun. Let's not pressure ourselves. It's Monday night. Right. Yeah. So thank you, Wei Li. Let me quickly say hello to our 15 Minutes fam. Howard, Guanchi, Chris Perry, Ashley, Yuna. We've got 2 Yunas today. Interesting. Alice, Leo, Susan, Tai, Yuqing, Fiona. How are you guys tonight? So, in case you guys have missed it, our guest speakers tonight are the lovely people who signed up for the 1-minute shadowing challenge. Okay. And this 1-minute shadowing challenge is gladly sponsored by Pubu 饱读电子书. Okay. So Pubu is an ebook platform that offers all you can read magazines and ebooks. Okay. Pubu 饱读电子书呢，其实 Pubu 是一个平台，那他们现在有个饱读电子书的这个方案。其实每日不用3元就可以把所有的市面上的厉害的所有的英文学习啊，还有财经，还有亲子，还有等等fashion 的杂志，通通都可以看完。还有无限的电子书哦，那个电子书的 catalog 真的很大，然后电子杂志的 catalog 也很多。所以呢，非常谢谢 Pubu 的电子书平台来这个跟我们一起做这个1分钟的跟读挑战。那其实呢，我们这一次的教材呢，也是从 Pubu 的这个这一次的 CNN 互动英语里面的263的8月号263的8月号里面呢，去挑出了3个文章。那今天呢，我们的 guest speaker 呢，分别有3组。OK， 然后他们今天呢要挑战什么呢？这个 Angel 老师跟我呢，今天晚上的任务呢，其实就非常简单，对不对？我们就几乎不用主持啦，今天就是大家来挑战啦，
交给你们，
对不对？是啊，交给大家了，哈哈哈哈，就是阴谋啊，对不对？不能这样讲，好像我们都没做事一样，不行。可是呢，我们的 input， 我跟 Angel 老师的 input 会在哪里呢？就会在这个等一下呢，每一组呢有个别的文章，对不对？然后呢，每一组个别要挑战跟读的不同的部分。 就是说，我们通常跟读，大家会觉得说，我跟读的时候就要模仿那个 native speaker， 对不对？刚刚我们有通勤家族说，哇，那个 native speaker 讲很快什么的。可是呢，今天呢，我们很简单，我们把跟读平常呢，大家在跟读的使用跟读法的这个要素里面呢，我们把它拆了，我们把它拆开。拆开就是每一个人需要挑战的、需要练习的、需要去完美化的、优化的，只有其中一件事情而已。那这3组呢，只要分别去优化那件事情。所以呢，我们的组呢会分成有第一组，我们是语速组，就是 rhythm and tempo 语速组，就是他们的文章呢，他要去认真的去处理语速，他尽量语速要跟得上我们今天的这个跟读的挑战的文章。好，这是语速。第二，我们有 tone 组 ，tone and stress 就是我们的语调，好，跟强调的这个部分 ，tone and stress。所以呢，这个其实 tone and stress 通常是一个东西啦，所以我们就统称 tone 好了，就是语调。然后第3组呢，就有我们的所谓的 pronunciation， 我们的发音组，它只要顾发音就好了，其他语速呢、其他语调呢都不用顾，就是发音，咬字要 make sure 每一字都要咬字非常正确，听到的跟说出来的要几乎一样。所以呢，这个每一组呢有每一组个别挑战的东西哈，也就是说，其实呢。这个部分呢，也要跟大家分享，就是其实大家在做跟读的时候啊，比如说你只花15分钟做跟读的时候，大家就是哇猛练，一直重复，感觉好像进步了，可是又有一些地方不是非常非常的完美。其实呢就是这样，大家应该要把这个语速、tone and stress 跟 pronunciation 通通拆开。你每一次做练习的时候呢，你只要练习2到3次的语速，你只要专注在语速上面去练习那个语速，再去处理通调跟 stress， 再来去处理 pronunciation， 这个顺序你可以自己安排。可是呢，每一次的练习呢，只要专注一件事情就好。其实俗话说得好，我们就真的把一件事做好，这辈子那个技能呢，你就吃不完了，对不对？所以呢，这个部分呢，就是大家学习的小技巧了哈。所以，与其把所有整天一直跟读、一直重复，然后让自己就是重复了，感觉好像有进步，然后不确定自己进步什么东西的话，就把这些分别的技巧切开来，每一次只练习一个技能哦。所以这是一个非常非常重要的一环。好的Patty 说 Kevin 来了 Yes, I see Kevin 我有邀請 Kevin I am in need of Chris 我們Chris with the C and Alex 9605 Yeah, we need Alex Where is Alex tonight? What happened to you, my man? We miss you 好啦，那沒有關係啊。Is this British or American English? Alice, I'm not sure what you are trying to refer to. Are you referring to my English or are you referring to the material we're working with? The material we'll be working with is from CNN, so from the magazine. So I'm sure it's mostly U.S. English, American English. I don't think, one of the articles, I think we're gonna hear a different accent, but still not that British, I must say. OK, 好的，那我们今天就从我们的第一组开始下手啦。然后我们今天呢，再跟大家进一步分享咯，就是我们今天有3组。那我相信呢，我们今天的guest speaker 都知道他们自己是哪一组。那我们等一下怎么进行呢？今天的1分钟挑战呢？我们 Patty 虽然他今天是 mute， 可是他今天his heart and spirit is with us。今天 Patty 呢，其实身体还在康复当中，所以非常谢谢 Patty 来跟我们还是继续技术支援，只是他没有办法出声，所以呢，我们大家就享受他的技术资源啦。对，所以呢 ，Patty 这边呢会等一下呢，我们这边的进行就会是在大家做挑战之前， 我跟 Angel 老师呢就会介绍，下一个 guest speaker，那他们要挑战的是什么？那他的文章是什么？那所以呢，同一组的人呢，我们会先把每一组，比如说我们点下来决定一下，看是发音组的啦、语调组的，还是语速组的，先这样子。那我们就会请个别呢，他们组别里面呢，我们就从我们的名单里面呢，去叫我们的 guest speaker 去点名啦，点名我们的 guest speaker 来挑战。那就会 Patty 这边呢就会播一次，先让大家听一下那个原来的那个样子。然后呢，再请我们的 contestant， 我们今天的挑战者来做自己的最佳挑战、最佳诠释这样子。然后呢，我跟 Angel 老师之后会做一个简单的点评。那今天其实就是这么简单的流程。Angel 老师觉得如何
？Sounds good。
是不是感觉很 lazy？
没有，
没有点评这件事情也要花一点听力的，我们也要认真听，对不对？不能随便点评，好不好？对，所以呢，等一下就靠 Angel 老师了。
张老师别这样，我要 mute 了。
感觉要一直想把自己 mute 掉这样子。Yes, fantastic. All right. 所以 Angel 老师，那我们来开始好了啦。那 Angel 老师觉得我们有3组，那给你挑 Ladies first， 给你挑你觉得哪一组应该先来挑战呢
？Let's go with pronunciation.
Let's go with pronunciation. 我们的发音组开始啦。So pronunciation, let's see. We've got Eric, Paying, Huiling, and Megan. So their challenge, their material is wrestling for equality， 打破传统的女力士。那跟大家稍微 preview 一下，这个女力士呢是在讲日本的书嘛，所以里面会有一些日文字，还会有日文的这个名字会出现在里面。那这个呢，其实我们其实对 pronunciation 来说，当然这个也是一环。如果你真的很坚持要把跟读做到最完美的话，应该是比如说我们发音，我们来讲就是要把我听到的声音，对不对？把它发出来嘛。所以这个部分呢，等一下大家可以听看看这个。所以这一个 article 其实对发音挑战者呢是有一点点挑战的，对。所以呢，我们这边 wrestling for equality， 我们这边有 Eric, Paying, Huiling and Megan。好，那我们就从Eric 直接哭了，Eric 压力山大了，对不对？结果呢，发现等一下太简单了不行啊 ，Eric。好，那我们这边 Eric 竟然就已经发生了，我们就从 Eric 来先，好不好？
早知道就不哭了。
对啊，对不对？你知道每次考试的时候，或者是要做 presentation 的时候 ，you know, the first one is always the better one, right? You always want to be first.
We believe you are confident in that.
All right. So, Eric, you know the rules. We're gonna have Patty to play the original soundtrack, the 1-minute challenge that you were given, and then from there, you are welcome to do your pronunciation challenge, your 1-minute challenge. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So, Eric, are you ready?
Yes.
Fantastic stuff. So, Patty, please play the original soundtrack.
But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo.
My turn? Or...
Sena Kajiwara has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old. And she's not just preparing to knock over her opponents in the dohyo, she's also ready to topple the barriers to entry of a male-dominated sport. But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo. Sena Kajiwara has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old. And she's not just preparing to knock over her opponents in the dohyo, she's also ready to topple the barriers to entry of a male-dominated sport.
There are some people who don't get why I do sumo, but I'm not bothered by what they think. If you want to do sumo, you should do it. I think if we get more girls and women in sumo, then we'll be able to level the playing field and make a living from sumo. I hope that happens.
A number of scandals in recent years have tarnished the reputation of Japan's national sport. In 2018, when a city mayor collapsed in the ring, the women who were trying to save his life were asked to leave. According to tradition, the supposedly impure women would pollute the sacred space of the dohyo. The man's life was saved, but the incident sparked a backlash in Japan, prompting the Japan Sumo Association to apologize. But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls.
Thank you, Patty， 谢谢 Patty。其实刚刚那一段落，就是其实这个 CNN 的 video 是3分钟，可是呢，我们今天呢的1分钟跟读挑战呢，其实就只要截取中间的1分钟就好了。所以刚刚呢，我们有听到就是有一个 CNN correspondent，male correspondent，and then we heard a female voice, all right, and she was interpreting what Sena Kamiyara said.And then we went back to the CNN correspondent. 所以这是有2个声音哦，大家听到的这个部分。那 Eric 呢的重点呢就是you have to focus on the pronunciation. 所以呢，我们这边呢就是咬字的部分呢就是 pronunciation, right? So Eric, are you ready?
Yes, I'm okay.
Perfect. You go ahead, my man. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Don Riddle seeing
correspondent. Never mind Don Riddle. That's just to tell you it's a guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I start.
Yes. Start with a paragraph. Forget the names.
Okay. Yeah. But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo. Sena Kajiwara has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old, and she's not just preparing to knock over her opponents in the dohyo. She's also ready to topple to barriers to interest of male-dominated sport. And there are some people who don't get why I do sumo, but I'm not bothered by what they think. If you want to do sumo, you should do it. I think if we get more girls and women in sumo, then we'll be able to level the playing field and make in living from sumo. I hope that happens. A number of scandals in recent years have
Good.
Sorry.
Keep going.
Okay.
You're doing good. Keep going.
The response of Japan's national sport in 2018, when a city mayor collapsed in the rain, the women who were trying to save his life were asked to leave. According to traditions, the supposedly impure women will pollute the scared span of dohyos. The man's life was saved, but the incident sparked a backlash in Japan, promoting the Japan's sumo associations to apologize. Okay.
Very good. Nice. Right. Good job there, Eric. Good.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Good job. Eric, you got better. The first paragraph, you were very nervous, and I think the second and the third paragraph, you did it pretty well. Yeah. So, Angel, why don't you go first? Your comments. Yes.
All right. I think Eric did a very good job. And then I just have a few questions about the pronunciation. About SUMO. Shampoo.
Yes. So this is a word that gets repeated in the article, right? 所以今天这个文章里面呢，其实一直重复这个字嘛，对不对？SUMO。那所以这个重复的这个字呢，通常呢，就是要注意的字啦。Okay. You have to make sure you can pronounce this word. So Eric, try that again. SUMO. How do you pronounce SUMO according to the article?
Sumo.
Ah, very good. Very nice. Much better.
Much better.
Okay.
Sumo.
Yeah,
它是日文，所以它应该不用卷舌，就是 sumo.
Forgot it.
Very good.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yes.
So
we are not Japanese, but through listening, just focus on the sound. Forget about the letters. 就是不用看字哦。它 CNN 的很多这个文章里面呢，其实会看互动英语里面的这个文章里面都会看得到那个逐字稿嘛，对不对？可是逐字稿里面的那个字呢，你看不出来，或者是你不懂得怎么念，对不对？其实听声音就好。Right? Just focus on the audio clip. Okay, so the dohyo and of course the sumo.
Okay.
Very good. Yes. And so from my side, male-dominated sport. 这个刚刚 Eric 在 male-dominated sports 这边呢，这个字呢，就因为它是 D 开头 so think about the D-O, dominated. Yeah, D-O, dominated. Okay. And also, Eric, moving on to the last paragraph, a number of scandals in recent years have what? Tarnished. 所以这个 T 哦 ，T 跟 D 开头的字，对不对？那个的跟 t 可以重一点没关系。Tarnished or dominated 这个可能 Eric 不擅长，这个可以下一次再做补充练习。
Okay.
And of course, Eric, the next line, when a city mayor collapsed. 这个字不容易哦。It's not an easy word because the la in the middle of the word. So collapsed. 所以那个 L 音哦，很多人都会比较卡。所以这些字呢，可以如果发现自己有这个问题的话 ，my recommendation is you take that few seconds, the last 20 seconds, and you practice that over and over again until you get the L right. The la. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And so it collapsed is one of the words with the L in the middle. And the next word with L in the middle is pollute. Pollute. Yeah, you see, LL, pollute, collapsed. Yes, the LL, remember that? And Eric, you said secret. Okay, or secret. Scared. Actually, you said scared. Sacred. Very good. Eric, when I was a young boy, I also read it wrong like crazy because the key is to look at the SA.
Okay.
Scared, the C would follow after S. Scared, SC. This is sacred. So SA, sacred. So if you see the A, then it's sacred.
Okay.
Yeah, so the C, SAC or SCA, just make sure you check that.
Secret. Okay.
Yeah, scared and sacred. They look almost the same. So you got to be very, very careful. It's a trap. Right.
Okay.
Good job, Eric.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Right, fantastic stuff. 所以 Eric 呢，就刚刚我们点评了。再来呢，我们就是下一位是我们的配音。Hello. You are the pronunciation group. So you sort of know what we're looking for, right? After we commented on Eric's challenge. Yes. So, Pei, would you like to listen to the audio again, or would you like to just take on the challenge?
Um,
Do you need
I,
the audio again?
I can take on the challenge. I practice already.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. So this is a good one. Paying, shoot. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might not be a future for girls and women in sumo. Sena Kajiwala has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old, and she's not just preparing to knock over her opponents in the dojo. She's also ready to topple the barriers to entry of a male-dominated sport. There are some people who don't get why I do sumo, but I'm not bothered by what they think. If you want to do sumo, you should do it. I think if we get more girls and women in sumo, then we will be able to level the playing field and make a living from sumo. I hope that happens. A number of scandals in recent years have tarnished the reputation of Japan's national sport. In 2018, when a city mayor collapsed in the ring, the women who were trying to save his life were asked to leave. According to tradition, the supposedly impure woman would pollute the sacred space of dojo. The man's life was saved, but the incident sparked a backlash in Japan, prompting the Japan Sumo Association to apologize.
Ooh, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Yes. So, Angel, go ahead.
Okay, and we'll talk about the very good applause first. Okay, the woman and women. Wait, women and women. Yes.
One woman and many women.
Women.
Right?
Yes, and male dominated.
Male dominated.
Yeah, dominated. Yes.
Dominated.
Okay.
Yes.
Great
so
job.
the key there, Paying, is the TED. A lot of people, they feel that the TED, dominated, the T must be very, very strong or enounced. Technically, if you see TED, the T usually is a very light T. So dominated.
Dominated.
Nice.
Dominated.
Yes. So you don't have to stress the T per se. You can keep it light.
Dominated.
Nice. Very good. Yes, and from my side, I actually couldn't hear much because you were really very focused on pronunciation. How do I know that? Because usually people who focus very, very much on pronunciation, they would slow themselves down. They would not read the paragraphs very fast. They would slow. That's why I know, because that's how you practice. So you definitely practiced. I can definitely hear that. And the dohyo, those are foreign words. Those are not even English words, but you read them very, very well. So you picked them up very nice. Now, the next challenge for you, Paying, is once you've covered your pronunciation, I think the next thing is you want to make sure that your speaking tempo is at your normal speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that way your reading and your speaking would catch up. Okay, because it's still quite unnatural for you at this moment to be super focused on the pronunciation. So that's why you're slowing down. But to make it more natural, you can slowly keep it at your speaking speed. Okay, but that was perfect. And I was looking at words like opponents. I was waiting for, these are words that usually people have trouble with, opponents because of the P, collapsed the L, scared, sacred, tarnished, supposedly, supposedly. These are words that often people have trouble with, and you didn't fall for them. So fantastic stuff. Another round of applause for you.
Thank you.
Yes, good job, Ping. See, I told you. What did I say earlier? Yes, those who say, "Oh no, I couldn't study. I didn't study too much last night," they usually ace the test. Okay, so Ping, I'm not calling you a liar, but you should have more faith in yourself. Okay.
Okay,
Good job.
thank you.
Good job. Yes. Moving on. So the next person in the pronunciation team is Hui Ling. Where are you, Hui Ling?
Hi.
Hi, Wei Ling. So you know the drill. Would you like Petty to play the original audio for you again? Or would you like to just take on the challenge?
Play again, please.
Oh, please, Petty. Please help us play again. I think Petty forgot to unmute himself. Like he played it, but he forgot to unmute himself.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Petty 你静音还开着，他可能不方便看。今天还那个对，不是特别方便。So give him some time. He's gonna play it again.
But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo. But changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo. Sena Kajiwara has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old. And she's not just preparing to knock over her opponents in the dohyo, she's also ready to topple the barriers to entry of a male-dominated sport.
There are some people who don't get why I do sumo, but I'm not bothered by what they think. If you want to do sumo, you should do it. I think if we get more girls and women in sumo, then we'll be able to level the playing field and make a living from sumo. I hope that happens.
A number of scandals in recent years have tarnished the reputation of Japan's national sport. In 2018, when a city mayor collapsed in the ring, the women who were trying to save his life were asked to leave. According to tradition, the supposedly impure women would pollute the sacred space of the dohyo. The man's life was saved, but the incident sparked a backlash in Japan, prompting the Japan Sumo Association to apologize.
Okay. Hui Ling, are you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead. Whenever you're ready.
Changing attitudes in Japan mean there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo. Sena Kajiwara has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old, and she is not just preparing to knock over her opponents in the Tokyo. She is also ready to topple the barriers to entry of the male-dominated sport. There are some people who don't get why I do sumo, but I'm not bothered by what they think. If you want to do sumo, you should do it. I think if we get more girls and women in sumo, then we will be able to level the playing field and make a living from sumo. I hope that happens. A number of scandals in recent years have tarnished the reputation of Japan national sport. In 2018, when the city mayor collapsed in the ring, the women who were trying to save his life were asked to leave. According to tradition, the supposedly impure women would pollute the sacred space of the Tokyo. The man's life was saved, but the incident sparked a backlash in Japan, prompting the Japan Sumo Association to apologize.
Fantastic stuff. Good job, Hui Ling. Yes, fantastic. So, Angel, go ahead.
I think only one word, like dohyo, that's the only
That's a
mispronunciation
foreign
like
word. I
that.
think we can
Yes,
do
that,
without that. I think that's okay.
and then other than that, I think it's perfect.
Oh my God. You
Please,
cheated.
teacher,
You listened to everybody else. Okay, so my turn.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna say perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost perfect, but there's always room for improvement. Wailing,
Yes.
and you did that fantastically, and you were really focused. I can hear you focused on pronunciation. You worked that. So you know where you gave something away. The first paragraph for girls and women, right? That's what you said. Second paragraphs, we get more girls and women in sumo. Perfect, right? Third paragraph, second line, the women who were trying to save his life. So until then, it was all women, right? And then supposedly impure woman would pollute. You gave that one away. I mean, I'm nitpicking here. 我是鸡蛋里面挑骨头 but like honestly that was like I was waiting for like a grand slam 这大满贯哦全部都没有变你知道吗 like it was a grand slam I was waiting for and I was listening very very tentatively to tarnish collapsed your L's were fantastic your P's your T's and the D's they were perfect and then you just gave that little bit away but good job I would say like that amazing job, Hui Ling. Well done. Yes, just that one bit. 你知道吗？有时候我们自己在念的时候，都也是偶尔会看久了就是 that's not how you sort of say it because we usually say woman, we don't say women, right? We don't usually use the plural as much. 我们通常都不会用复数啦，对不对？在解释事情的时候会用复数，可是通常都会讲 oh that woman。对不对？那个杂货嘛，对不对？你看，就是 that woman. So, like I would say almost perfect, but that's the only thing that you gave away, but perfect. Right. Good job, Hui Ling. Thank you very much. Wow.
Thank
and
you.
And Hui Ling, like with you now, Megan in the room chat says, OMG, I'm so nervous. So you see, this is one thing that I have to say to Eric， 就是你知道第一个通常就不会承受这个压力，通常都最后一个承受这种的压力。You feel the pressure, when things improve, when the presentations are getting better, being the last person, you feel like you have to be perfect. So, Megan is feeling the pressure, but hey, Megan, just have fun, all right? We're just having fun. All right, so the next person up is Megan. Hello, Megan.
Hello. She's really nervous.
Good. If we're making you sweat, then it means we are working, right? Then it means it's working for you. Fantastic stuff. But still, have fun, Megan. Just you do you, and don't worry about how others performed. You just focus on your pronunciation challenge. Okay.
Okay.
So Megan, do you need the original audio again, or are you just going to take on the challenge?
Oh, I can take the challenge.
Great. Shoot.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to go. But changing attitudes in Japan means there might now be a future for girls and women in sumo. Sana Kajiwara has been learning sumo since she was 8 years old, and she's not just preparing to knock over her opponents in dohyo. She's also ready to topple the barriers to entry the male-dominated sport. There are some people who don't get why I do sumo, but I'm not bothered by what they think. If you want to do sumo, you should do it. I think if we get more girls and women in sumo, then we will be able to level the playing field and make a living from sumo. I hope that happens. A number of scandals in recent years have tarnished the reputation of Japan's national sport. In 2018, when the city mayor collapsed in the ring, the women who were trying to save his wife were asked to leave. According to tradition, the supposedly impure woman would pollute the scared space of the dohyo. The man's life was saved, but the incident sparked a backlash in Japan, prompting the Japan Sumo Association to apologize.
Woo! Fantastic stuff.
Okay.
Yes. Megan, yes. Yeah, you did well.
It's
Megan,
good.
Yeah. Well, Megan, the first thing is, like the first paragraph, you were like nervous, and then second paragraph, you stabilized a little bit, and then the third paragraph, you were starting to get nervous again. So just remember to keep breathing. When you do these reading activities or practices, when you get nervous, keep breathing. You'll be okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
You'll be okay. Yeah, you did well. Yes, Angel. So, any comments?
Yes, the woman and the women.
That was the only big giveaway in Megan's read. Woman for one, woman, a woman, right?
A woman.
Many women.
Many women.
Yes, many women. And in this article here, this is the reason why this was chosen as one of the pronunciation articles, because there is a repeat for girls and women.
Women.
Girls and women. Yes. So, guys, please be careful. Megan, that was the only part that you struggled with. And also, sacred.
Sacred.
Sacred. That was the only part you struggled with. Sacred.
Sacred.
Yeah. Scared, it would be SCARED. Scared. The scared. That would be SC. But this is sacred.
Sacred.
Nice. Sacred. Very nice. So sacred means holy. The holy space. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Very nice. Yeah. So just the women and sacred. Everything else perfect. Good job there, Megan. Woohoo! Yeah. So fantastic stuff. So thank you very much, Eric, Paying, and Huiling and Megan. That was the pronunciation team. That was the group for pronunciation. Ooh. And that went super quick. So moving on, Angel, which group are we going to start with?
We should go for intonation.
Let's go for intonation. Oh, this we gotta, really get our ears cleaned for this one. Okay, so for intonation challenge, we've got Jasmine, Whaley, and Andy. Right, let's welcome them. Here we go. Very nice. So the first one to go is Jasmine. Jasmine.
Hello.
Hi, Jasmine. So you are part of the intonation challenge, and your intonation challenge is going to take on the King's Empire 球场与商场双赢的 NBA 球星哦. So it's an article talking about LeBron James becoming a billionaire. Right. So, very, very good.
So nervous.
Jasmine, you're making me nervous. No. Just have fun, okay?
Okay.
And do you need Petty to play it one more time for you, or are you just going to take on the challenge?
I think I can go.
Just take on the challenge?
Yes, go to the article directly. Okay.
Perfect. So, Jasmine, go. Intonation.
Okay. Deep breath. Okay.
Yes. Take deep breath. Yes. Well, I'm taking deep breath too, Jasmine. I'm like, I need to listen. Like me and Angel, we need to like really pay attention. Yes.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Right.
There's one guy who looks like he will be comfortable in retirement. LeBron James is a billionaire, making the first time an active NBA player has achieved that milestone. It's something he told GQ in 2014 was a long-time dream of his. He said, "Absolutely, I want to maximize my business, and if I happen to get it, if I happen to be a $1 billion athlete, ho, hee hee hooray, oh my God." I'm gonna be excited. Join me now, CNN business conference, Rihanna Salon. Well, he made it. He's been a businessman from the very beginning. He has, and so safe to say he is feel pretty exciting these days. So he posted on his Instagram a portfolio photo from the Forbes article. Very simple caption, essentially saying cheese, not checker, with a king emoji. So how did he do it? He becomes now the first active NBA player to become a billionaire following Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan became a billionaire about 10 years after he retired. So again, LeBron becomes the first actively playing NBA player to cross the milestone. So how did he do it? How did he build his fortune? Finally.
Very, very nice. Woohoo! That was very, very well done. Yeah, this article is a long one, and there are a lot of ups and downs, and we definitely heard you trying to enunciate and stress and improve the intonation. There, Angel, you go ahead.
Okay, I will like to stress on the active.
Active, okay.
Active, because when the Ramon Solomon, when she talks, she's more excited. Like when you say, safe to say, he's feeling pretty excited that there's a pause here. And then the second paragraph, the first active NBA player to become a billionaire, and then coming up the first actively player. So she's stressing on actively. So if you can focus on little spot, and you will be perfect. Other than that, perfect.
Yes. Good job.
Okay. Thank you.
No, Jasmine, exactly. That's what I was going to say. So the stress on active, right? When we read it normally, it's active. But Ramel Solomon, this female correspondent, she likes to say active. So she draws the long A. Active. Actively, the first actively player, actively playing NBA NBA player to cross this milestone. So you see, she draws it like that. And also, you have trouble with billionaire, right? Billionaire. Yeah.
Billionaire.
Yes, a billionaire. Yes, a billionaire, a $1 billion athlete. That's where the male correspondent also stressed. He if I happen to be a $1 billion athlete, oh, hip hip hooray, which you did very well. So the $1 billion, billion, million. If Jasmine, you're working with numbers, if you like work with a financial department at work, make sure your numbers, right? The billions and the millions. You don't want the Lillian, the Llion, the Lillian to get in your way. And then intonation, I think with this 3 paragraphs, active and billion, those are the 2 things I would really pay attention to because they keep repeating those words, right?
Okay.
Fantastic stuff, Jasmine. Again, another round of applause for you. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Good job,
much.
Jasmine.
Good job.
You are very welcome. And moving on, on the list we've got Wei Li. Where's Wei Li, my man? Hello, Wei Li.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. How are you feeling? You ready to take on the challenge?
I feel nervous and stressful. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, how would you rate the stress level right now? Like compared to going to work, would you prefer to be at work right now than to do this?
Okay, I think let's dive in the article.
Okay, great, Wei Li. You're ready for us.
Yeah.
Okay, go shoot.
Okay. There's one guy who looks like he will be comfortable in retirement. LeBron James is a billionaire, marking the first time an active NBA player had that milestone. It's something he told GQ in 2014 was a long-time dream of his. He said, obviously, I want to make my business, and if I happen to get it, if I happen to be a billion-dollar athlete, ho, hip hip hooray. Oh my God, I'm gonna be excited. Join me now, CNN business correspondent Rahel Solomon. Well, he admitted he's been a businessman from the very beginning. He has and so safe to say he's feeling pretty excited these days. So he posted on his Instagram a post, the profile photo from the Forbes article, very simple caption, essentially saying chess, not checkers, with a king emoji. So how did he do it? He becomes now the first active NBA player a billionaire, following Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan became a billionaire about 10 years after he retired. So again, LeBron becomes the first actively playing NBA player to cross the milestone. So how did he do it? How did he build his fortune?
Very, very
Finish?
nice.
Oh, thank
Fantastic
you.
Very
stuff,
good.
Whaley. Yes, you did a whole lot better than you actually said you would. Yes, you under-promised and over-delivered. That's what we say at work.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Whaley, again, this article, I think the words that get stressed and enunciated a lot is the billionaire, the billion-dollar athlete, right? And then actively NBA player, actively, and you did that pretty well. And the only tone that you sort of gave it away, Whaley, was hip hip hooray. You know, hip hip hooray is like moment of excitement. Hip hip hooray! You gotta raise your tone, like you're very excited. Oh my God, I'm gonna be excited. So you gotta sound excited. That takes, I wouldn't say. When you're reading an article, usually we don't read with that kind of level of excitement. But unfortunately, because we're trying to shadow the correspondent's excitement. So you got to, put that in there. Hip, hip, hooray. Oh, my God. Billion-dollar, billionaire, active. You did that very, very well. Pretty excited. Those are the words I would actually pay attention to. And then off to Angel. Yes, Angel, what would you say? Maybe Angel will come back. No problem. So, Whaley, I think...
Sorry.
No, don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, I think, yes, like you said, it's really fantastic. Well done.
Yeah, it was pretty well done.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just feel like sometimes we also want to try and copy that excitement. When we read these articles, we don't tend to know when we should be excited. But with video articles like this, 我们今天有看这个就是这个如果有这个影像的这种文章，或者是我们有听的文章，其实就是要去抓它的这个 excitement。他们有一些是一个声音表情，它其实是一个 excitement， 它是一个想要表达的一个东西哦。所以其实，在文字上是看不出来，可是，在听的时候呢，我们就尽量要去模仿它。对 ，and sometimes I would not say that is wrong of you to just read it, hip hip hooray, oh my God, but because since it's a shadowing activity, so if you do continue to shadow, we want to also make sure that the excitement, the level of sadness or the depression, like recently, I was watching the Queen's passing the past 2 days. I watched a lot of BBC, and the way people read different words and they pass their condolences, and you gotta sound depressed. You can't just read the word. There's a little bit of sadness to it. You can't be very excited saying those things. So those are also the nuances. 就是这些是微细微的 detail， 大家可以去细细的品尝。And this is why shadowing activities like this are so interesting. Sometimes I sit there and I watch BBC and I imagine myself to be that BBC anchor, right there reporting the Queen's passing or the Queen's Operation Unicorn. Sometimes I do that, but that's maybe because I just imagine a lot. Okay.
Agree.
Thank you very much, Whaley.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Very, very well done. Okay, so after Wei Li, we have to move on to Andy.
Hi.
Yes, Andy. How do you feel right now? Relieved.
Just a
Relieved,
little
right?
nervous now.
Just a little nervous. Why? Because, you think you're going to ace this one, right? You're going to do better than everyone else.
No.
Very nice. Yes, Andy. You got to keep confident. All right.
Okay.
So, Andy, are you ready to take on the challenge, or do you have to listen to the audio clip again?
I can start the article.
Ooh, fantastic. Shoot. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. There's one guy who looks like he'll be comfortable in retirement. LeBron James is a billionaire, marking the first time an active NBA player has achieved that milestone. It's something that he taught GQ in 2014. Was a long-time dream of his. He said, obviously, I want to maximize my business. And if I happen to get it, if I happen to be a billion-dollar athlete, hip, hip, hooray. Oh my God, I'm gonna be excited. Joining me now is CNN business correspondent Rahel Solomon. Well, he made it. He's been a businessman from the very beginning. He has, and so safe to say, he is feeling pretty excited these days. So he posted on his Instagram a post, the profile photo from the Forbes article. Very simple caption, essentially saying, chess, not checkers, with the king emoji. So how did he do it? He becomes now the first active NBA player to become a billionaire, following Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan became a billionaire about 10 years after he retired. So again, LeBron becomes the first active player, actively playing NBA player to cross the milestone. So how did he do it? How did he build his fortune?
Very nice. There we go. Yes. Fantastic stuff. Right. Angel, you gone ahead?
Okay, I can tell that there are different intonations between the first paragraph and the second part. And then I wanted to say that the hope, hip, hip, hooray. So if you want to add some excitement into your conversations or anything, you can try to raise your hands like, hope, hip, hip, hooray. Oh my God, I'm going to be excited.
That's
okay.
I have to say,
that's a very...
Angel is teaching you guys now, like at least it's a $5,000 to $10,000 tip, because only if you attend voice acting class would the teacher teach you this. Usually, in classrooms in high school, universities, no professor, no teacher is gonna tell you this, but only in voice acting. So this is a voice acting trick, right? So Angel, give us that tip again. So what's the tip for if I can't find that hip hip hooray excitement? What do I do?
You raise your hands.
You raise your arms.
Yeah.
Right? Raise your
raise
hands.
Your arms,
like,
yes.
Raise your arms.
Oh, hip, hip, hooray.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm going to be excited.
Okay.
That's how you do it. And then I think that's a really helpful tip. You should try it.
Is.
Next time.
It's a 5,000 NT tip right there. Save you money.
Save your money.
Yes. Voice acting 101. Yes. You got to act the part. So what do? You physically act. If you can't act it out from your voice, you act it out physically from, loosening your arms, kicking in the wind. Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah,
that helps.
That usually helps. So to get that excitement, okay. And from my side, Andy, I think that was fantastic. I did hear, because you are one of those people who tend to, you can read very well, but because of that large volume of reading that you did over your reading out loud, 就是多数呢，其实你的阅读能力一听就知道非常非常好，那个眼睛呢跟你念的那个语速其实是非常非常好的。可是呢，可能你比较少做的就是朗读。
Yeah.
So reading out loud is your I wouldn't say weakness, but it's something you don't do often. So what gave it away? Your monotonous， 就是你因为这个 intonation challenge 呢，因为我们多数用光眼睛阅读的时候呢，其实会导致会什么呢？就是我们会发音的时候 very monotonous， 就单调化，我们对那个 intonation 就不容易掌握。 所以呢，Andy 这个 activity 呢，我就蛮建议你多做。shadow more of materials like this and read out loud more, because you can do a whole lot better than you did today. And I think you tried, you've pushed yourself. It gets in your way for now, but you will see. Give yourself another few more articles to challenge, and you will see it will get better.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're like feeling the resistance, but that's because it's from your habit. 因为你已经累积了这种 self-reading 的习惯了，自己跟自己阅读，很少朗读的这个习惯。So you're feeling the resistance, you're getting better, but you will see once you do that more, if you do again another 10 articles or so and do this activity, you will see you loosen up. You will catch it. You will break that wall. Okay. So Andy, great job.
Okay.
Yes. Andy, you were saying?
That's why I joined this live clubhouse to practice.
Fantastic. Yes, we love having you, Andy. Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Andy. Good job. Yes. So that was Andy and Jasmine and Wei Li with intonation challenge. 其实 intonation Angel 就不容易嘛，对不对？其实这个大家
不容易，要去模仿。
Yeah, like this is one of the challenges that people have when it comes to shadowing. Like why can they be so different, so varied in their tones, right? And partly voice acting, partly tone, partly control of certain phrases and sentences. So it's a combination skill eventually. But if you break it down, the tone, you gotta listen to the excitement or listen to the emotions. You gotta start from there first. Fantastic stuff. And our last group is our rhythm group. Our rhythm and pace and tempo, whatever you want to call it. Rhythm, pace, tempo. You can phrase it whatever you want. But speed, reading speed is key. So we have Alex, 960509, and unfortunately we're going to be missing Alex today. I can't find him, but we got Kevin and Chris on the line with us today as our guest speaker. Yeah. So, Kevin, you are up next.
Okay.
Yes. And Kevin, before you start, your article is a very interesting one. Let me just preface that and just tell everybody. I chose for your challenge the article called A-List Trial. Okay, A-List Trial. And this article is about the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, the defamation trial. So this is a tough one. 好莱坞神鬼交锋, or A-List Trial, which is on page 26 and 30 of this particular magazine. So this one is the funny one, I have to say. This is the difficult one because there are so many different paces, different type of speeds of people speaking. Okay, so we have the judge speaking, we have the CNN correspondent speaking, we have Amber Heard, we have Johnny Depp, and then we go back to the CNN correspondent. So, this with the variety of people, it's meant to give you that challenge. A jury 就是有这么多数的人的语速不一样，那这里呢，就是这个挑战的最终的这个之一，就是有些时候呢，如果同一个语速同一种语速，其实很容易掌握，就是我多练几次嘛。可是你一下快，一下要慢，对不对？这个就是 the ultimate challenge, right, Angel? So this is going to be an interesting one, but even for us, this is something for us that would be challenging. 其实是算，即便 Angel 跟我们在比如说在 voice acting lesson 里面在练这种东西的时候，其实也是非常非常难，因为这个要非常非常专注，然后要这个语速控制能力要非常非常好。So just have fun, all right, Kevin?
Okay.
Right. So Kevin, do you need the audio clip or do you just want to jump into the challenge?
Maybe audio one more time.
Okay, so let's have Pity do us a favor and play
Thank
the
you,
audio.
Betty.
Yes.
A jury ruling that both Johnny Depp and ex-wife Amber Heard defamed each other in their civil suits.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
This decision coming after 6 weeks of dramatic testimony, with the former couple facing off.
Nothing I did made him stop hitting me. Nothing.
Have never in my life committed sexual battery, physical abuse.
At the center of the trial, abuse allegations Heard made in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed. Though she never named Depp in the article, he sued his ex-wife for defamation, claiming in the $50 million suit that his career suffered as a result. Heard countersued Depp for $100 million. The former couple met in 2009 while filming the movie Rum Diary.
All right, Kevin, ready when you are.
So I need to copy all the character speed?
As much as you can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. A jury ruling in favor of Johnny Depp in his defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard, finding her liable on all 3 counts. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. This decision coming after 6 weeks of dramatic testimony, with the former couple facing off. Nothing I did made him start hitting me. Nothing. I have never in my life committed sexual battery, physical abuse. At the center of the trial, abuse allegation Heard made in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed. Though she never named Depp in this article, he sued his ex-wife for defamation, claiming a $50 million suit that his career suffered as a result. Her countersued Depp for $100 million. The former couple met in 2009 while filming the movie Rum Diary.
Woohoo! Kevin, very nice.
Thanks.
Fantastic stuff. Yes, Angel, go ahead.
I think that was a very well read. And then just the speed-wise, and the CNN correspondent, their speeds will be faster than the judge. So this part, I think you can try to work on it.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of varied speed. If the judge speaks at certain tempo, then make sure your CNN correspondent is a little faster than that. And I think that's about it. Mm-hmm. And from my side, Kevin, the only part that you got stuck was the last bit of the last paragraph with the CNN correspondent, you know? Though she never named Depp in the article, he sued his ex-wife for defamation, claiming a $50 million suit that his career suffered as a result. So those, that was the difficult part of, having to maintain a certain tempo and be able to read it properly. Heard countersued Depp for $100 million. The former couple met in 2009 while filming the movie Rum Diary. So the speed for her, the CNN correspondent, tend to be very, very fast. And the last paragraph have long sentences, long scripts that you have to sort of catch up. You can't take a break anymore. Okay. And that's usually the places where you get stuck. And you started off the paragraph fantastic. And it's just the middle, when the sentences got longer, that part gave it away. But you did fantastic, Kevin. Good job.
Thanks.
Good job, Kevin. Great. If it's a challenge, then you're learning something, right? If it's too easy, then you're learning nothing. Great. But Kevin, this one is a challenge. I think even for both Angel and I, honestly, this will take a while. It'll take me at least 30 minutes to an hour of practice to make sure that this gets properly done. So keep on at it, Kevin. Good job. And then we need to move on to the last participant of today, which is Chris. Thanks for joining us, Chris. We missed you earlier.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
How are you doing?
Doing very well, thank you. We're having a lot of fun, Chris. I hope you join. I can't remember when you joined us, but definitely much later. So, how do you feel about the challenge?
Actually, this is my first time to join your group, and I have no idea how to play the game. So, but I just listened some of the speakers, and I would like to say if I could, because I have not too much idea for the. This travel 的神鬼交锋 I have no too much feeling on this movie. I have never seen this movie, so I just wondering, can I try to take the challenge for the King's Empire? Can I try to for the intonation the challenge for the King's Empire? Sorry, can I try to because I know that because I also saw the NBA the basketball, so I know that because I also saw so I have some feeling on the so I
right. You are okay. So the audio will play time for you. Right. You want to take the donation charge. So
I just take the donation charge.
You want to take the donation charge.
I just take the donation charge.
Good job. Chris, are you there? Ready when you are.
Chris?
I think she's getting ready.
Yeah, but she muted herself.
She muted herself?
Yeah.
Yes, to get ready.
Sorry, I mute.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. There's one guy who looks like he will be comfortable in retirement. LeBron James is a millionaire, marking the first time an active NBA player has achieved that milestone. It is something that he told GQ in 2014 was a long-time dream of his. He said, "Obviously, I want to maximize my business, and if I happen to get it, if I happen to be a $1 million athlete, oh, hooray! Oh my God, I'm gonna be excited." Well, he make it. He's been a businessman from the very beginning. He has, and so he's safe to say he is feeling pretty excited these days. So he posted on his Instagram a post, the profile photo from the Forbes article with a very simple caption, exceptionally saying, "Cheese, not checkers," with the king emoji. So, how did he do it? He becomes now the first active NBA player to become a millionaire, following Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan became a millionaire about 10 years after he retired. So again, LeBron becomes the first actively playing NBA player to cross his milestone. So, how did he do it? How did he build his fortune?
Very, very nice.
It's okay.
Good job.
Good job, Chris.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Good job, Chris. Yes, you definitely sound like a fan. We can hear the excitement.
We can hear the excitement.
Yeah, we can hear the excitement. That's how you do it, Chris. You have to choose articles that you are interested in to practice. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great idea. it's befitting to the challenge. Yes. So Angel, what do you say?
I think the excitement part was very great. Excellent. Okay. Hooray!
Thank you.
And then you are too excited to
Very
forget
nice.
the billionaire or the millionaire. A billionaire.
Yes.
Million. Okay.
Billionaire. It's a B, not an N.
Oh, billionaire.
Yes,
Billionaire.
Billionaire.
Yes.
Okay.
LeBron would be very upset if
Yes.
he's 1
You
zero.
downgraded him to millionaire.
3 zeros short. If he, from billionaire to millionaire, 3 zeros short. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
But Chris, you were very consistent in making that mistake. So
Yes.
I would give that to you.
Oh, really?
You were very consistent. You said millionaire, $1 million athlete, and then millionaire Michael Jordan, millionaire.
So I downgrade the fortune.
It's okay. He knows how much he's earning.
Okay.
Yes, but that was good. Just sometimes know that it happens because you don't read out loud enough. What you read, let's say your eyes read billionaire, right, or billion, but you would speak, your mouth would say millionaire. Yeah, so that means there's a sync issue, with how you read and how you speak. So the only way to do it is to increase the amount of your reading out loud activities. So make sure you read out loud more, Chris.
Oh, okay.
And you will fix this problem.
Okay, thank
fix
you.
this habit of yours.
Right.
Okay. And the excitement, from my side, I think, the excitement was there. Fantastic stuff. And you did, with the obviously, I want to maximize my business. That obviously, I really like the way you stressed it. That was very, very close to the actual content. Fantastic stuff. And then the last paragraph, the first active NBA player, the first actively playing. So that bit of stress on the active.
Active.
Yeah.
Right?
If you go back to the MP3 of the King's Empire, you will hear that active. She makes it longer. The active. She stresses it like that. That's her style of Ramel Solon for the first active NBA player, the actively player. I wouldn't say stress it like that, but she did. So what we're trying to do is, to follow her tone.
Okay.
So if you listen to that last paragraph, you will see that that's how she stresses the active NBA player. Yeah. Fantastic stuff. Good job there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good job, Chris.
Good job, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us as well. Yes. And Angel, that calls it a day, right? Wow, what a day. We have 9 participants today， 有9位的通勤家族来参加。其实上周呢，稍前在这个 room chat 里面呢，这个Susan 有问说，那个 article 他找不到。其实大家就是前几周呢，如果有参加我们的15 minutes live podcast 呢，我们那时候就有公告，就是说大家可以来参加，今天来当我们的 live special 这个1分钟 Pubu 这个饱读电子书1分钟跟读挑战这个部分。那当时呢，如果你有填表格的话呢，我们就会进入抽奖，然后抽出5位呢可以来体验我们这个 Pubu 饱读电子书。那这个透过饱读电子书呢，最主要的就是大家可以去看看体验说。这 Pubu 电子书平台到底有多好？不要说我们自己讲了算，对不对？我们其实除了自己用，然后也分享给我们的通勤家族用。那再来是呢，透过这一次的 activity 呢，让大家知道说，其实 Pubu 的这个饱读电子书其实有很多的 learning material， 有很多英文学习的这个杂志呢，可以好好的像这样子利用，可以让我们在做这种1分钟的跟读挑战，或者是在我们做 shadowing challenge 这一块呢 ，shadowing practice 这一块呢，是非常非常有用的所以大家肯定可以来看看一下这个 Pubu 饱读电子书的这个方案，可以考虑一下。那在这边呢，另外一个是我们之前呢每个月，其实Angel 老师跟我跟 Patty， 就是我们每个月呢，其实都有一个跟读系列。那这个月的跟读挑战呢，就是借由 我们这个 Pubu 饱读电子书里面的教材来跟大家做互动啦。所以呢，这个未来呢，如果大家希望更多有这种比较丰富的不同的题材啦，或者是跟读题材，可以我们到时候可以考虑，就是在特别开一个这个跟读挑战的这个时段哦，让大家可以来好好的练习这样子。OK。好，今天我们就分享到这边为止。然后呢，15 minutes live special podcast Pubu 饱读电子书1分钟跟读挑战大成功啦！谢谢各位，大成功啦！谢谢大家。所以 Angel 老师其实，是我们平常那样子的模式比较easy， 还是今天这种模式比较 easy 呢？好像都不 easy。
今天耳朵特别痒。很认真的听。
对，我们今天算是听力要磨很 sharp. We gotta sharpen our listening skills tonight, definitely. And you know, it's all about having fun at the end of the day, guys. Really, it's all about having fun. 其实这个1分钟的跟读挑战呢，最主要是让大家不是让大家晚上睡不着觉，然后就是冒冷汗啊等等。It's not supposed to do that, okay? But it does put us together, and it does make us think a little bit. Where do we want to go? 就是我们跟读了，我们有每日跟读的这个节目，然后我们有15 minutes live podcast， 还有我跟 Angel 的这个 vocab 这些，还有很多数的节目。其实最主要就是让大家有更多不同多元的 material 可以去做听力的练习啦，或者是听力的进步哦，或者是说对议题有一些不同的议题有一些吸收哦。那其实这个就是大家可以去思考。其实我们讲练习不是光很简单的开口念一念就是练习，它是一个最基础的练习。可是呢，不断的在不同的这个 shadowing 的 technique 里面呢，其实最主要的还是追求。我们今天把它分类了，把我们不同的技能，把我们的 pronunciation， 把我们的 rhythm、tone、pace， 还有我们的 intonation 跟 stress， 我们把它拆开来，去个别去磨练它，最后再组装回去，就大家会感受到，其实整合这个整合技能的进步哦，那个感觉会比较不一样。所以呢，当你在做跟读练习的时候呢，可以建议大家，其实呢，有时候重量我们通常呢一开始会就是建议大家重量不重质啊，就是说大家先找到自己喜欢的文章啦，自己去听，然后多数听，然后听习惯英文，对英文不要有抗拒，那个阶段叫重量不重质。那如果各位呢，其实我们通勤家族已经对这个英文掌握度，对英文学习已经有一定的兴趣了，觉得每天没有读没有听我们的节目心痒痒，然后不舒服哦，这样子的话这个时候呢就要重质不重量，才会有练习到哦。就是说重质的部分是什么？就是开始你的 pronunciation 能不能100%，你的 rhythm 能不能跟得上，你的 intonation 能不能跟这个原音档一模一样，这就是下一步的 challenge 了。然后呢，到最终呢，其实自己在不同的场合的英文的表达的掌握，也可以达到同样的跟普通阅读的时候同样的掌握度的时候呢，就是你出头天的那一天啦。
出头天啦，
出头天啦，对不对？大家最
不远啦，各位。
是，所以其实这个每天哦，这样一直念，好像这个以前是不是有 Angel 老师是不是有一个师傅叫一个小和尚，然后一直扫地，然后那个小和尚就是扫地，扫不知道他要去哪里，对不对？他说我这样子怎么会得到？我这样根本不懂，因为他就是重量不重质嘛，对不对？他就是我会扫了 ，and then 他没有去思考说 ，and then 那个 and then 是在哪里呢？就是他扫出什么东西，他扫的方式有没有进步，他的对不对？扫出有没有扫出他的自己的境界，扫出自己的风格，对不对？所以呢，他就一直问这个师傅，我扫到哪里去？怎么会得到？这样扫10年我都不会得到啊，对不对？好，所以。这个重量不重质的阶段，对不对？可能大家都快过了，所以再来我们就要重质不重量了。OK， so quality over quantity and not quantity over quality.
Over quality.
Right. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's 15 Mins Live Special Podcast. 非常谢谢大家的参与哦，之前的填表啦等等的参与，然后也非常谢谢 Pubu 电子书平台来提供的几个试用的 account 来给我们的这个通勤家族来试用一下。这样子，那其实这个试用也要感谢，其实我们老师群也有试用啦吼，所以我们自己也有一点自肥了，
看报
也看了不少，对，也把对上个礼拜我不是说我把这个很多英文学习的杂志都挑重点都看过了，对不对？然后呢，财经的等等重点都看过了。这个礼拜我就有去看别的了，我把别的类别我也有去挑，翻一翻，还也蛮有趣的。对，所以要让这个给我们的这个试用账号啊用到饱，对不对？饱读电子书嘛，是不是？所以用到饱，
饱读
是饱读哦，对，让我们饱读诗书啊，饱读杂志，对，饱读 People Magazine， 对，饱读这个 Fashion Magazine 这种的。所以非常谢谢大家，非常谢谢我们今天的 Jasmine、Paying、Kevin、Megan、Andy、慧玲、Wei Li、Chris and Eric， 非常感谢大家。Thank you for your participation, and that's over and out from us, myself, and to my right is Patty. Patty 今天非常谢谢 Patty 的技术支援 ，Patty 今天晚上辛苦啦。
辛苦了
And to Patty's
Patty.
right is Angel.
Hi, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for coming, and we will catch you in the next session next Monday, same time, same place. Good night.